Hello, nobody. Ah, the pains of being nobody streamers. Nobody's in chat. Oh well. I guess we can just get started. I just check to see the audio's good. And we enter. Hey, Lyra. So, how about that Pokemon to present, huh? Wait, hang on. Did... Oh my god. Okay, so... This sucks. Guess who didn't save the last time they did their stream. So now we gotta do it all over again. It's okay, I'll just be skipping through most of the dialogue. Let's see here. Lan, tell me your backstory. Friends of Lentleg. No flirting with Lan. Alright, let's get the boy out of jail.
This way.
My question is, yes. My god. God diggity dang it. Got regular flails though. Got one heavy flail. Why am I a mess?
Wherever my legs carry me.
Well, this is just lovely, isn't it? So, how about that Pokemon Presents, huh?
Forwards. No, backwards.
Hey, quit with it, Woljif. Don't you listen to him. That's easy.
He was caught thief.
Going back to the Pokemon Presents. It's nice to see some ZA footage. I'm very surprised. I was not expecting it to take place in sort of like the future. I'm a little apprehensive.
Wait for me there, I wonder.
It looks like it's going to take place just in Lumino City, and I'm kind of worried that's going to make it sort of just like a very restrictive location. With basically very little in terms of variety.
You're and now.
This way.
Like, everything looks cool so far. I believe in them. I believe in them too, but I'm just... It does look cool. I'm kind of interested to see how being able to dodge mid-Pokemon battle is going to work. But, like I said, I have my apprehensions. Mostly just because, you know, I'm just too old and cynical to get excited about anything anymore.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Right, we also still gotta talk to Staunton, right? Hey, Staunton. I would like ZA to be
Forwards!
good.
No backwards, backwards!
I'd like ZA to be great, actually, but I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. Cool. We now have everything we had previously. Let's arrange our party. Oop. Spec the horse. We have attained the cheese! Oh, dang it. Couldn't sneak past. Well, Jeff, what do I even have you for?
Do not fear. Do not waver.
I'll cut you wide open.
Join me. I sure it says some spells for Woldriff. I can't believe he doesn't have any. He doesn't have the shield spell. Why don't the boy have the shield spell? Who is responsible for this travesty? Give my boy his shields! My cat's over there. If you aren't seeking a... If you aren't seeking it to be better than every Pokemon game ever and aren't against it going full action RPG, I'm fairly confident that what we see so far will be good. I'd be honestly, I think Pokemon has been like long overdue for like an action RPG in the in like the genre, I think. But unfortunately, I am kind of seeking it to be better than every single Pokemon game ever because that's what Legend Arceus was. Because Legend Arceus was like the best Pokemon game ever. It just completely blew out everything else out of the water. It lacks any of the flaws that led to a lot of disappointment that a lot of modern Pokemon games have had. Yeah, I guess. That's true. Point is that I've kind of, Arceus kind of has set like a, huge bar in terms of what I expect out of a Legends game. So Arceus is going to be a tough act to follow. The basement is dark and dank, and you immediately are stuck with the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling against the wall, separated from the rest. A tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you with narrow eyes. Brother Woljev, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Cressmay. It's just one thing after another. First was in shackles, next... Well, no. I was still in shackles. And I was being watched. And then the chief got me out, and I came here straight away. I knew you'd be waiting for me. Sorry, water break. Sister Chrysanthemum needs her water. It is tough business being the leader of a thieves guild. It is important to be hydrated. If you are not hydrated, you cannot do the crimes. But enough talk, or else we will be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We are going to wait till nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, it was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Arabeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be here. Somebody betrayed us. And I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. Do you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? She turns to you. She speaks. I thought Woljif was only brought you so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woljif has been a part of has very quickly come to an end. The hideout location was passed to the guards. The competitors found out where they could ambush him. Woljif is the only one who comes out smelling like roses. If you think about it, you come to the same conclusion as us. I'd have said that meant Woljif was cursed with finding friends among losers and screw-ups. But now he's with us. Which means that the curse must be broken! It depends. He was indeed most fortunate to find himself in a party with me. On the other hand, he also ended up in a party with you. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Cressamy and I got together in this very basement. Me and the 5s over there, I mean. Woljif jerks his head towards the 5 tieflings kneeling on the wall. She rounds us up and says we got a score. Ancestries of Wonders. The place nobody's ever been able to hit. The place has been guarded by a golem. But now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golems just happens to come into our possession. Along with the tip-off, the shop owner will be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us, no bit of magic, and know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny. So we're in. The important thing is that none of us were hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or master. Job is top secret. That is all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks on the golem. I picked the lock. I remember clear as day. Sister Diana was on lookout. Brother Moulin had the scroll. Daffy, Trove, and Bruno brought the sacks. We covered the window and lit the torches. I remember scooping up the rings and tossing them in the sack. And one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under the table after it, and next thing I know, Airbeth was there. Everybody scampered, but I was still on the table. Not my finest moment. I was gonna wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and putting me in the shackles. They took all my rings right off me. About 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they got you, poor thing. Stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash everything. Crestmore is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the abyss, brother Woljif? The what? It's an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of the Ancestries of Wonders. Sterling silver, sparkled like a star. Bright piece of work. On one side was a half moon, you know, a crescent, a waning moon, and in the middle there was a dark crystal, like an eclipse of the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, "I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection." I used to see excuse me, old Woljif's getting all tongue-tied. Hey. Yeah. I used to go there to see what all kinds of treasures there be in the world. There was nothing else looking in Canabras. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, the guards on you the second you fenced it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging out on ancestral wires, drooling over the moon with the abyss. Do you think you could swipe out all the commotion and keep it to yourself? Did you hope that we'd all have you locked up and you could get off scot-free with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see it right through her. Why would Whalebeth arrest her informant? Get the words right out of my mouth! Doesn't make any sense. If I were a rat, I would have kissed her hand and been all good, but now... This is what lack of sleep and staying up watching the Pokemon Presents does to me. You know me, sister. I'm a conscious fellow, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish and Sullen can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The move of the abyss is a pretty ball for sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You know our best people will protect you, and you know you could pin the moon going missing on them. And now you've come here with backup. You know exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, nobody returned the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Erebeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I had offered? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomade all rolled into one. He speaks the truth. You find some nice will take bribes. I'm sorry to say, Erebeth Tilbride isn't one of them. That's the whole sorry story. Some family this turned out to be. It's just a name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at the word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the moon of the abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusader. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Conway, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the cellar. But do you know that you're gonna owe me for that? And an apology, right here in front of everyone. You're gonna apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, "Sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy. I was wrong about you." Fine, you're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing the poison every cup and every meal. You look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family has come for you. You'll know no peace. But one day, you'll tire of running. You'll stop to catch your breath. And that's when I'll get you. Got that? You're way with words, Sister Coney. Well, it's almost making me wet myself, but nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll chat with the scary gal there, Beth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who rat us out and we'll start do the talking. Alright, time to find the traitor. And I'll get my apology. Onward to Erebeth, Chief. Got a good name to clear. Let out the traitor and be quick about it. Time's running out, and I don't want to get chewed up by demons.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
As someone who's had a lot of criticisms throughout the Pokemon recently, the general negativity from the fan is, I was going to say a little much, but honestly a lot much. No positive can be overlooked without a yeah button. It's already been a year, and now we've got almost a full year of it. We've had 12 full months to look at recent Pokemon and worry. Let's look at what's new and worry about what could be for once. What Pokemon DGC Pocket. Also, these are real issues I've had with the general Pokemon fandom, not just you, man. Just to be clear, it's okay. I'm also just a cynic. Like, I just can't get excited about, like, anything anymore. Like, even when... you guys aren't going to believe this, but, like, when Elden Ring came out, I was kind of just like, oh god, please don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up. Unfortunately enough, they didn't fuck it up, but, you know... like...
This way.
That's just kind of how I approach things, from now on, basically, because I can't really just get into the hype anymore. Sounds exhausting. It is. Being cynical all the time is exhausting, but I just can't help it.
Can we retreat already?
Burn! Slice! Behead!
If that's how you interact with your entertainment, I hate to see how you actually interact with actually stressful things. Trust me, I'm a mess. But, I think it's mostly just that I have anxiety. And I'm just anxious about things, and I just can't get excited about anything else because my malfunctioning brain is just like, hey man, hey, nothing good ever is going to happen. You're depressed and anxiety ridden. Stay depressed and anxiety ridden. But fortunately enough, I have medication for that now.
Can't hide from me.
Is anyone there?
Forwards! No, backwards, backwards!
Please, get me out of here.
Pipe Fox. We have discovered the animal. Where is it? Baby. Someone's a Pipe Fox fact.
So many thoughts. So little time.
Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
You're a Pathfinder?
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting, mostly. But this last while, I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
What I mean to say is, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Helots of the Star Eye clan fled when the World Wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? Well, my best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
Phantom Blade? What's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
The city's under attack by demons!
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
How'd you end up in the shop?
I've been waiting here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
Alright, I'll take you with me.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
Master. Code word. Hand of Iori? Code word correct. Awaiting order. Tell me about suspicious people came into the shop. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. Nope. Male, old. Human, female. They'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. You need to ask him a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? Tiefling 3. Tiefling male, middle age. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, short horns, curly backwards, medium length tail, eye color, yellow, hair color, black. Special observation, annoyed the master. Horns, hair, tail. That sounds like me. But it's not possible. I know what the security is like here. I didn't come near this place, I'll give you my word, Chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, see? Can't have been me. Describe the middle-aged male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color, pale blue, skin color, dark. Special observations, red hair. Oh, that's our trader. I'll bet your life on it. For something that drilled in our heads so we weren't supposed to go hang around the shop. Red hair. We got a couple of gingers and plenty more to get out of the bottle. So much for special observations. Golems aren't all much they're cracked up to be. Maybe the master knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling female, above average height, hair, long, pale, tail not observed, long horns, eye color, blue, special observations, scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. New rival most likely. Gold stitching. Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Where's your master? Philemon error. Cannot pronounce last name. My master is in hiding place. Revealing the location of hiding places prohibited. Prohibited. He's likely holed himself in the basement where the commotion started. He just should be around here somewhere. Where's the basement? The basement is below me. I guard the basement, leaving this poster prohibited. Alright. Time to move the boyo.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Marauders! Bandits! Scavengers! Yeah, makes sense. For all those things and much more before you report us to authorities, might we have a chat? Shut it! Or you pay with your insults with your life. You know, I'll just go for business. Hey, you the shop owner? My name's Philemon, last name's unimportant. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be owner of anything now. Hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. A little bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing but a spit and polish can't fix. Where were you on the night of the robbery? You think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on the thieflings. They seemed to be multiplying all over Galaria, so of course I did everything they said. I've been stuck in the basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it. But I thought it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the thieflings that visited the ancestors recently. Why should I tell you about anything of my customers? You're not for the city guard or the Eagle Watch. Talk. Or else. Alright, just put away, I'll tell you everything. Ask your questions. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Red-haired tiefling, yes, I suppose. There was one who came in. His spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. Yes, it showed me the Asmar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's why I suspect everything else. I checked everything after we left, but nothing is moving. And that put my eye at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. That description will surely sniff him out. What about the tiefling woman? The tiefling woman. Ah, yes, I remember now. Noble lady. Unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here, she purchased magical equipment for the Crusades. She promised she would come again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Tell me about Woljif. Woljif Jetto, right? Yes, I've known him for a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He's always wanted to look at the Moon of the Beast. I chase him out, and he just slink back in again. If he was in the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet you anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever preyed us all's got the moon. I want to see it return too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people's grubby mitts all over it. Alright, looks like we have our suspect. Red hair and green. He's with his, besides herself with fury that the green
Oh, what is that?
has been implicated in the crime. And she wasn't even there to commit it. It's this guy. Mellow Run. Alright, I'm ready to give a name. It's Mellow Run. You'll pay for this! Volatile Hepsamira will get you in the end! Grab him. Take him away for questioning. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the Moon of the Abyss. The best idea he could come up with is to drag us into it. He got the skull to take out the golem, portrayed us to Erebus so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. You got the Moon of the Abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window of display the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to get the hands off of the moon. Blah! Pointies. He had time to sell it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are we going to do now? Clear out the place. Sooner the better. City's dying and I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not the people who stood up and defended it with their weapons in their hands. So, defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why should we fight for it now? What are you gonna do with the traitor? He'd be sent to visit the distant relatives on their farm. To think about what he did. Any more questions? I gotta go. Good decision. I don't want to hang around either. Sister! You're forgetting something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology? You promised an apology to me in front of everybody? We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well. That. So, sorry I suppose for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this time, that cancels the rest of your record. I know about you. Till next time, Woljif. That's the most pathetic apology I've heard. Too bad, because that's all I've got. My pipe fox does not approve of this apology. Look at him. He's all a fidget. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you got a spare minute, come see me. I got something I want to discuss with you. But now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the buildings above are ready to crash upon your heads. Did you think Christmas money in it?
I found no secrets can escape my prying gaze.
This is my kind of work.
Ooh. Gems and gold. He thinks a comic book.
Trail me.
Ooh, lockpicker A. That'd actually be good to give to Bulger. So that way he can pick locks better. You know. That thing he does as a rogue. Let's use one of these. Anyway, I am excited for Legends ZA, and I want it to be good, but I'm cynical, and I'm depressed, and I need to take my meds, and I didn't take my meds before stream, and now that's it's causing problems.
You ask me.
No, I'll tell you everything. Don't hit me. I did still nothing. I only just joined the sea of things. It was them back there. They've run an underground passage to the Great Garrison, and they've been nicking stuff out of there ever since. Low down thieving Zorags is what they are. But I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Brother Gord, is that you? Woolsith? I thought you'd be pegged in an air of this jail. Happy to see you too. An underground passage to the Great Garrison? Tell me more. Right, so the temple around here, the Temple of Iomade, has a cellar and a passage leads right to the Great Garrison. The thievings, my pals, damn a lot of them, have been using this passage and sell all sorts of stuff to the soldiers of the Great Garrison. So when the demons burst in the city, we thought we'd check out the Great Garrison to see how the soldiers are faring and offering assistance. Don't give me that look. This is the first time hearing this. These things keep secret from each other too, you know. I'll let you go. You have to pay me first. I gave you everything I got. Just don't kill me. Alright. Get out of here. Cheers for letting me go like this. I'll remember you 100 years later, I will. I'll name my firstborn after you. Under your stare, the thief falls silent and runs off. Well, now we know how to get into the Great Garrison.
May I see your entrails, please?
We're all so slow. We're all so slow at walking. The guy's just like, oh, nothing to see here. Fight going on? Yeah, couldn't care less.
Yet another obstacle.
The spirits demand your blood.
Man, we're getting all the crits. Personally, I'm excited for the new TGC pocket cards tomorrow. In pocket. Yeah. I kind of glazed over that section because I don't follow the Pokemon trading card game. But yeah, Mega Lucario's coming back. Who are you? Oh, Mega Lucario's main TGC. Oh, okay. See, that's just how out of the loop I was. Your boy just does not understand. Your boy is not hip with the kids anymore. Your boy is out here playing TTRPG video games while all the kids are on their
Save the last
Fortnite.
one for
right?
me.
Got an RCSE. We got an Arceus EXE in the app. I do vaguely remember remember seeing that. Looks like we hit a wall. Flashing on the screen for briefly 3 seconds.
The heartbeat quickens.
The wrong mongrel.
You are today's sacrifice.
Ow! Sure, you splashed me with acid. I say I believe, like I'm unsure, but I went and checked. It's literally 3 seconds.
This is my kind of work.
Honestly, I take your word for it, Lyra. I'm prone to exaggeration. You not so much.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounding a young elven girl. She's dressed in rags and barely covered the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as people argue heatedly around her, as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow thrives agitated in a circle above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
They're insane! We've got to do something!
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
The girl smiles serenely as if she isn't at risk of imminent death. What's going on here?
Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomade so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Who told you to do this? This sounds like cultist stuff to me.
Good point. Whose idea was this? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi. Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at me. You laughed so hard, it made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Wanna play with me now?
For the love of... Canagris is too damn small.
Alright, listen. Go to the Defender's Heart. We're gonna need, like, more peeps there. Okay? Okay. Just get out of here. And don't do any more weird sacrifices stuff.
Thank you.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die today. So many people have died here already. But we are still alive for some reason. Strange, isn't it? But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
I don't think you're an ordinary girl. And that girl you have there, it's not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Well, that's awesome. Why don't you come with me and you can use those magic tricks to blow up some demons?
I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party? What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar?
Punches, Camilla.
Sure, let's go.
And now we have Ember, aka the best character in the whole game.
Forwards! No backwards, backwards!
That is actually no exaggeration. She has the best story. She's one of the few companions on the highest difficulty mode that you can still keep and not replace with like a mercenary.
Thanks, Lamb. You're so awesome, Lamb.
Build the bridge. Build the bridge. Build the bridge. Building.
What's in wait for me there?
Building. Build.
Let me draw the first blood.
Stab you or zap you? Why
Ah.
not both?
Went invisible for a second.
Right, take you!
Oh, that was easy. What do I have the difficulty set to? Okay, just the regular. It's just that. I guess this entire section is just a lot easier than I remember it as. I remember like the first.
Shred them! Surrender or else!
I just vaguely remember like the first few, the first chapter of Wrath of the Righteous being probably like the hardest part of the game. So maybe I'm just Looney Tunes. To be fair, I mostly skip over most of the first chapter anyway when I'm doing runs. I usually just set it down to the lowest difficulty, just plow through everything and grab what I want. Oop, hello.
This way.
My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course. But do you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps a concern that somebody will decide to go for a nighttime stroll or axe out and fall through it. Such foresight is laudable, but you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use? For instance, fighting the demons or clearing the rubble, while the people who trapped beneath them might still be alive? The face of this golden-curled Asmar is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind. And the veins run blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, bitter reproach simmers of his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic! How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect my city, especially now when the followers of your temple are caught committing treason. To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under our city walls. Everyone knows, my dear prelates, that your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you would have long since forgotten how to tell friends from foe, good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose acts of treason were a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on this pointless quarrel, people are dying under the rubble of our city, people whom we could have saved. If you would set your soldiers to the task and not keep them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, If it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is something down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again too. And you, I don't remember you. Wait, no, I do remember you. Curse my senility, my old age. You appeared in the city the day the demons attacked and Trendlev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or have you strung up by your ankles before you even know it? Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what's this hideous creature? Helen. When at your service. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I lived in Clavers my whole life. You haven't seen me before? Ah, must be because you don't ever venture into the underground district. You've been meaning to complain that the city authorities that our paving stones have been needing repair for some time. The First Crusade? You're a mongrel. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright. I'll let you off with you. If he causes any trouble, I'll hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm here to fight the demons. Fight the demons, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know whom you're speaking. I'm the one who decides the crusaders and who's traitors in this city. Helok Shapon, prelate of Canabris, by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. Could you repeat that? And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. I am Raymond Elder, prior of the Temple of Desna. Alas, currently lies in ruin. Wise Harun here believes that it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, which he is certain demons will emerge from at any moment. I've been trying to convince him that the city there's far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescue those currently dying under rubble. You know what? There in fact may be one more matter important than guarding this hole. I put it off and putting it off, and look where it's led to us. I should have known I should have had you hung for the gates back when you dared defend the gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Skorians had hanged Aurelia Voresh while they had the chance, we would have never been at war. I won't repeat the mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum! Pray let's see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial? That is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. The old man fixed his ear. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Do not question the way I choose to serve Iomade. I won't question yours. Hey, inquisitor. Guess what? I have this sword, cool sword of angels. I ain't your enemy. Skaboopus. Go tell the truth. Light in her hand was brought from the powers of heaven. I will keep an open mind regarding man, that guy. Prelate Harun, there are spam botters at the chat. While you're sitting here guarding this hole, people are in my chat with spam advertising links. What exactly are you accusing this guy of? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly assess the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual for it. The Wardstones of Canabris, the gift of Iomade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first of the chain. And the followers of that crazy runt of a goddess try to meddle with it using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers had almost had them caught when Ramian got in their way, along with the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated within an inch of his life. And now the city lies in ruins. It is time to rectify that mistake. I told you before and I'll tell you it again. My people foresaw the attack of the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself. They were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Ah yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past has taught us a great deal. That's why I never believed you or your mob's lies for a second. And I was right. Hey, no touching the guy. Stop! Your defenders are what remains of the city of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats? You're a fool, Halrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened and you wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for the tragedy are the demons, but you've done nothing to prevent it. And now you would rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit you were wrong. As always. I do not like this guy. Awfully tempted. Awfully tempted. He fled, the heretic! He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. What about you? Have you truly been marked by the gift of heaven? If this is your chance to city, go bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies are helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. They attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramian must be captured. Where can I find Ramian? How should I know? The weasels can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole, like a traitorous rat he is. He'll be sitting, trembling, and waiting till he's dragged out here. With a prelate after you? That seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. I'm sure a lot of things sound sensible to you. And it works too. As you can see, I'm still alive. I wonder how I'll be able to record things on the Switch since there's stuff like Pokemon battles or other video games that I choose to play. Get a capture card. Go on then. You have to. It would be good if you could return to us to the head of that scum.
I remember you. When Father and I arrived in the city, you met us.
What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better than to arrange a meeting with vagrants.
That's true. You and the other knights tied us to a stake and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me to the flames. But then he died too. Don't you remember?
If you were burned, then it was with good cause. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire? That's a crime in itself, which means you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see your sentence finally fulfilled. You're lucky we have more important matters to deal with right now. I do not like this guy.
He didn't look like the way he does now, all wrinkly and gray. He was young with a big mustache.
He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I did say one thing.
I'm not cross with him. The knight is a true hero. He really, really wants to protect the city. Only he got all mixed up with who's good and who's innocent.
You forgive the guy? Seriously? I am so tempted to kill this guy. But it's for my best interest we don't. You forgive him? After everything?
He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know?
Maybe you've done something thinking was a good thing, but we're really doing a bad thing and hurting someone.
But what if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you'd be no better than them.
Right. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Bye-bye, kind knight.
Ember is, I guess it isn't obvious, Ember is too good for this world? Sparkly. Sparkly. The demon invasion transformed all Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as the square. The place saw the clash of titans, the demon lord Discari leading hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Tyrendolith, the mightiest of the city defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt of the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins. Through the chimney torn down by the powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demons dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But there's no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is with, and she is not alone. The shadow of a strange,
barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like the gaze of an untethered from any observer. This mysterious force is unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Zwith is vested with the power and looks at the world with its eyes. In the past, present, and future stands before her, a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for its fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What is the past? In the past exists one who wields this gaze intellect, although the one and life are inappropriate terms for the aeons, the supernatural beings of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end of the intermingling of the planes to destroy the world womb, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle all they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. What's the present see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive. The dead shall be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like the splash of a blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. It should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demons place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything knew its place. But even the demons aren't abhorrent as the sharp edge of the assuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestone. No mortal would have noticed it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against the universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Zwith picks the crystal up from the dirt and stows it in her pocket. She is mortal, but she has the power to decide what to do with it. As the future see. Good, evil, chaos, order, everything in its lawful place in the multiverse, and no longer trespassing where it doesn't belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life to death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the Aeon withdraws to an eternity to admire the beauty which shall never be threatened again. After allowing the hero to view the world through his eyes, the little remains of destroyed Aeon is killed, even an appropriate term for an entity that is so removed from life and death as an understand used up its last vestige of energy. Now they are ready to disperse in nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the heroine take this power, so that she may look at the world through another's eyes, or is she allowed to vanish? I'm gonna take the Aeon's power, sure. The spirit of the Aeon dwells out of sight, deep within Zwith's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles sewed away until the moment when the heroine again is needed to look through the world in another's eyes. Let's save that.
You won't survive
They will
me.
break against our resolve.
Midnight Bolt. Interesting. I'm
Brave for adventure.
I'm running a little low on the HP department. Let's use a little couple of these. A little bit there.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Thank gods! We found someone who isn't fleeing in a panic.
Are you crusaders? Mercenaries? I am a servant of Count Darren Kennels Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all of his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through the servants' passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only stone's throw away, on the next street over.
Count Arende. I've seen him a few times before, from afar. He looked highly ostentatious. Sorry, I meant audacious. I must confess, he did capture my attention. Well, that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us.
You've heard of the Rendes in passing. There's some past tragedy connected with the family.
Alright, I'll help. Where's the masters?
It's not that far. You're better off entering the street over. The passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help.
Oh, hey, ran me in.
So you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish. I ask you here and apple first.
Did you really know the demons were going to attack?
I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she's been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon the great dreamer herself. They come to us in dreams. Pilot Hyrule brushes them off as mean reveries. And, well, I admit, it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams. But even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna and are worthy of attention. The prelate, and all the Crusader leaders for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more tuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before they attacked the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Canabris. The Wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the Wardstone in our city, the first and more important chain of the Wardstones, weakened since long ago and was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems the Red Morning Massacre and the other demons' attacks, and the ones even we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the Storyteller either. We're lucky who hasn't burnt us at the stake as heretics. We had such a vital information in our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen to us, and all the way to the catastrophic end.
Why haven't you left this place for somewhere safer?
Because people might need help. And when they come to the temple search for the priest, I will not hide away in a hole, saving my own neck. For Canabris is full of people suffering in the wake of the demon's attack.
Could you tell me about this ritual we're going to perform on the Wardstone?
When my attempts to open Heiru's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into our hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I have never demanded iron principle from my priest. An army commanders may have their subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them, I cannot command them. And it seems they were inspired all of their own. In other words, you get to preach whatever you want, and you don't have to take any responsibility for your flock. Sounds like you have it made.
For pity's sake, how can I be held responsible for the actions of others?
These are not children we are discussing here. They are grown adults endowed with their own free will, praise the goddess. Of course, we are all here to help another, but in the final reckoning, each of us chooses how we will act, and if each of us must answer to our choices. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the Wardstone and in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Harun, this became... I'm so flustered. This whole thing to Harun became a suspect in heresy. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitor detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and power to save the clerics and gave them a chance to flee. If they hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in Prelate's dungeon, quite likely death. Why are you and Halloran feuding? Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish for the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines, enjoying a peaceful retirement. even if this isn't possible, I always tried to help him fulfill the mission he has taken upon himself, which he has proven fatally ill-suited, protecting Canabras against the demons. Unfortunately, he is convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He's refused to listen to me, and it's only the knightly order that deters him from including us on his witch hunts. Now there's clearly no one left standing in his way. He's finally free to get rid of us once for all. Is there a chance you can resolve this conflict? I don't know. Everyone's faithful, truly formidable, but only his faith in Iomade, but its own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll, but even so, this teaches us never to lose hope. Talk to him. Try to explain that we're fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him, bind his hands, and I beg you, of all possible, do not kill him. Alright, I'll try to talk to him. Wait! 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruined city. The ones of the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg you, find them and protect them against the demons of vigilantes like Herum. They will not rest until I found them. If there's anything you can do to save Canabras, please do it. Stranger, wait. You spared Rayman despite what the Mad Inquisitor told you. Oh, hang on. I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Harun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. The youth from his face looked haggard from lack of sleep. Please. Is there one of the Desna adepts that attempt to break into the Wardstone? Yes. I am Ilkis, Cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answer the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned that the demons are planning to attack Canabras and do something terrible to our Wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Parliament Harun refused to heed our warnings, and were forced to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back, or take action, even though it would cost us our lives. But the heartless person would stand by to such a tragic threat. How could a zealot like Harun become a respected defender of Canabras? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting in the front lines time after time. I remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anything else, and that is why they're prepared to forgive the protectors of almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of the innocent. Also, Harun hasn't been this brutal as he used to be for a long time. He used to be a loyal right-hand man of Lurator, known as the Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Harun trusts him more completely, and Lurator conduct thorough investigations before dragging the victims to the fire. It's bad luck that Lurator left Canabras in pursuit of particularly vicious hags 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Harun attack Ramian. On the other hand, if he were here, he wouldn't have escaped after trying to get to the Wardstone. We'd all be in the cell right now. Where are your fellow worshippers? Where can I find them? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitor planning us. Do you need help? Desna teaches us to trust and last chances. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thal. Thal the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer and truly beautiful girl. She's plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blending in with the crowd somewhere. Wallflower's a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It will only bring the Inquisible down on him. It'll be harder to find. Better find Aranka first. She'll know where Wallflower is. Please find them and protect them against the demons and the Inquisitor. I will tell news in the Goddess's Temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message and reveal what's to come of the demons.
Alright, see ya!
Go! May Desna be with you, stranger. Oh, look! It's Lyra's favorite action. Gibby. I have acquired a Gibby. Gibby acquired. There's my Gibby. Someone's pet cat.
Let's shake a leg.
Gibby acquired.
I'll cheer you on. Hide my blade.
It's all
not your fault.
No, Waldriff! Well, Waldriff's dead, guys. Oh wait, he's fine. Never mind.
Just don't blame me.
This is the part of the game I hate. I hate. You pretty much have to save scum in front of every single lock, because if you don't pick it the first time, you'll never be able to pick it again.
This is my kind of work. Don't mind me.
I won't. Heal the boy. Into the house!
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Scroll of protection from chaos. That'd be useful.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Yet another obstacle.
Oh, there's a guy there. Hi there.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I totally just happened to know this on the off chance, and not because I played this game a ton before doing the stream. No, sorry.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Cover me, all right?
I'll cut you wide open.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
No glory without risk.
You won't survive me.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The spirits demand your blood.
This way. Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun! No.
Can we rest now? No? How about now?
Well, that went terribly, so let's reload.
Just don't blame me.
Welcome to the part of the isometric RPG where we save scum like hell.
Just don't blame me. This is my kind of work.
Now that we've gotten the door open, let's save.
Can't hide from me.
Pretty good, aren't I?
This way.
Yoink. Yoink.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Burn! Slice! Behead! All I see is black. I wonder what lies beyond.
Well, that went a lot worse than the first time. Heal the boy. Heal the Goyle. Why can't I heal the Goyle? Heal the Goyle! Thank you. See, visibility. Alright, let's save this time.
Well, this didn't go well. You've marched me to...
Save scum on every skill check.
The mongrel did it.
What is Land's athletics, by the way? Okay, so... Save's coming again.
This is my kind of work.
Ooh. Wicked longbow. Land's gonna want that. Give the plus bow to Land.
This way. Wherever my legs carry me.
Forget it.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Where the heck are we? Oh, there's Hallroon again. Well, let's see if this results in a fight. I talked to Damien. He's not your enemy. He only wants what's good for Canabras. I would consider those words a mission of treason from anyone else, but I do not wish to draw my weapon against she who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't. As long as you don't do anything worse than those conniving with this rabble-rouser Ramian. I won't ask you again to kill that rabble-rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from demons, my faithful will hunt them down. There's nothing dangerous about this hole. You have no reason to guard it. I won't hear another word. Demons are hiding underground. They're just waiting for the perfect moment to surface. Wait. Come on. Prelate, your forces are needed elsewhere. Irritable, ward of the city, is preparing the troops to defend our art. Oh, terribly? That upstart warden of the city? I suppose I already written up. Okay, look. Point is, we'll go. Bye. Jeez. But I'm going to be grumpy and probably lawful evil about it.
Yet another obstacle.
Ah! Rats!
The inheritor.
Lots of rats.
Guide my blade.
Surrender, or else!
Trail me.
I'm certain Lyra will be happy to know that those rats are actually probably one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. Swarm enemies, especially on higher difficulties, are.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Watch it, watch it. What are you doing? Like crushing me. What mining? Hey, alarm! Someone's coming. Maybe she'll help us? Wise up. Would you, before you get us killed? Let's make a run for it while we still can. No, come on, don't leave me here to die. Hey guys, I see you're in a bit of a jam. Get a load of this lot. And no escort either. Wolf, you little shit. How are you not dead yet? And who's that with you? They're friends of mine. Great guys. Listen, do me a solid and help me drag this sorry carcass free. I'll pay you with my heart. Use it to the rebel and free the trapped tiefling. Phew, I'm alive. Only one piece, give or take. Thank you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word from you. Get into the tunnels now. One trip, just to the Grey Grass in the back. Don't be a coward. It's not going to collapse. Go in or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Wished it. We'll talk later. Everything's alright now. You sounds very suspicious. Come clean. Who are you? Alright. Don't hurt us. People call us thief things. We kind of skirt around the edges of the law. And that's how we make our living. Some tyrant bans books and we... say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he doesn't like. or a fancy curing wine that he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, somebody's gonna sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in the city can't even breathe. They're not breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads straight to the Great Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldiers whose throat feeling a little dry or needs a little nighttime reading material, we can get them those things as Heartless Superior refuses to do. We provide the public service. You know, considering that all Halroon is, you have a point there. Listen, if you are in the public service department, will you help us defend the city? The militia needs you. What? Are you blind or something? What people call us? A Relu spawn, and that's one of their nicer names. Crusaders and Tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Terrorblade? Erebeth Terrorblade from the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treats us with dignity. Why should we risk our neck for Crusaders? Because Erebeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that creep Halroon. Yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only worthless Torag would refuse to help her after that. Nah. I'm not listening to any more of this. Thiefing makes a show covering his ears. You do what you want. I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then! I'm going with the Crusaders. I'm going to round up the rest of the health. Made some good money in the city. It'd be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. But enough yammering. So long. Yay! We got the health of the young ragamuffins.
This way.
Stranger. I am the answer. But what is the question? Why do kids like the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh. Okay. What on earth is lagging my thing? Apple software? No! Go away! Go away! Get out of here! I do not require any apples. I require only oranges. I need the delicious citrus. Ow. Nicely done, buddy.
Forwards! No backwards, backwards!
Barrels.
Too late for apologies.
I see blood!
See that?
Missed! Nerd!
You've marched me to the bones today.
No! No getting tired now. We have so much stuff we need to do. Guess we could take a nap right here in the middle of the city. Can't camp. There's enemies nearby. Where? There's nobody here. Well, I mean, there's a guy over there, but he was so far away. Honestly.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
House is on fire.
I think I did it.
This house was no accident. Oh look, it's the terrifying mid-boss.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Cover
cover me, all right?
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Fighting
Into the fray.
That's a fireball.
Burn. Slice. Behead. May I see your entrails, please?
And I don't have enough action economy to disarm the trap. Wonderful.
You won't survive me.
This will leave
This is not my time yet.
no glory without risk.
Let the attack commence.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? This is my kind of work.
Abrupt force. Might be useful if I use the scimitar. Once per day, the owner can choose any skill, and with this token to get a +5 circumstance bonus to skill. Ooh, that actually is pretty good. Just free +5 to any skill once per day. I'll have to keep that in mind. What do you guys say we take a nap in a burning house? What's the worst that could happen? Well, bright side will be nice and camouflaged.
I had a messed up childhood, but sometimes I think back on it fondly. Life was so easy.
You were smaller, so it was easier for you to cut purses and get away without being caught. Am I right? Don't tell me. I know I'm right.
Sometime a long way to rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes in heavy, clinging sleep at the edge of the wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reason for such a disturbance in a slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Zwith emerges from the oblivion of her leaden sleep like a drowned woman dragging herself from the depths of a swamp, the wound on her chest burning like someone pressed an invisible hand to it. The wound has closed again, but the blood stained her shirt betrays its presence beneath. There's no time to investigate the cause behind her malaise. Trying day lies ahead. How will Swift be up to this challenge if her thoughts are so muddled that her entire body aches like an ant? Nonsense! I'll just douse myself in cold water and be good as new. As if a veteran adventurer would be frightened by a bad dream. A splash of cold water enlivens her senses and her wearies abates, retiring to the depths of her consciousness by leaving the path open to the next time Swift receives refuge and sleep. Sif recalls that she slept peacefully to defend his heart. Perhaps the cleric can explain what happened. My cat is sitting there, very posed.
This way.
Very posed, very poised, very peased. You hear that, kitty?
Save the last
You're
one
very
for me.
peased. There's just 2 peas in a pod.
Die, die, die!
Endure this!
The world in crimson.
Ow.
The spirits demand your blood.
Good thing I bought these bajillions of healing potions and nothing else.
You're a good person. I like you.
Yes.
I still got this wand of cure wounds.
No reason to pause.
Alright. Seems good enough for government work. Let's onwards. Onwards to trouble.
Distract them from me.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry. Your pain is my pleasure. I wonder what lies beyond.
Club with nails. Perfect. Just what every American household needs. We are running a little low on those healing potions. Hey. Maybe we should go back. This place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere. The air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? No, not one step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. So you made it. Good to see you all. How's old Sal doing? Still waiting and thinking? Well, I don't worry. He'll make up his mind soon. He won't be hanging around the underground for much longer. Hey, I have something I need to do. I need you to wait at the shield main exit. We'll get them from both ends. Go back? If you're sure, of course we'll go. I mean, an ambush. Good idea. Yes, I understand. We'll attack from below as soon as we hear the fighting start. Young ones are holding up well. Will they be able to fight in the open? Even I struggle with that. I think we did the right thing. We are the Crusaders of the Underground. We will fight like our forebears did.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Stuff. 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 No. No stuff. 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 No. Stuff. No. Stuff. 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 No. Okay, already was in that burning house, so... Let's go loot the body of this hanged cultist! Huh? Who could this be?
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Huh?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Shrug and remain silent.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Isn't it a glaive?
That is correct. But still, girl, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
It's an auroch, I think.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it! She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask them some more. They might still get it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Lily's here, just in time to see Best Girl.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
The absence of an answer is an answer too.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Red and white?
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabra's today.
Zwith just guessed. Actually, the truth is she's not making the lore religion checks. Ember is just feeding her the answers.
Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
No?
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the World Wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622. Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Arilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the Architect of the World Wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Inquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
Architect of the Whirlwind.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Can you tell me what you're getting at with these questions?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. And I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
So, what you're trying to say is that I'm mediocre?
Yes.
Why do you keep calling me girl? I have a name, you know.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Hey, do you want to join forces? You said you could cast spells, and that's awesome.
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the Worldwound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
Yeah! Science, Mr. White!
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Get rid of Camilla. We now have acquired Best Girl! Seriously though, Nenio rocks. And there's a lot more to like about her than meets the eye. Especially at this point. So, I think Lily in particular will have something to really like about her. I like her personally because she's really funny, and also she's my Arrow Ace Queen. But also she's a wizard, and really useful one at that too. She has one of the best wizard subclasses in this game, and basically, in pretty much almost all of my playthroughs, she has been like my, she's been like a always take with on pretty much every single one of my parties. Anyway, time to go look at the hanged cultist. And, from the hanged cultist, we have meteorite dust, a crooked paw, elemental essence, and, just a cup of flour. Why does a hanged cultist have a cup of flour? Your guess is as good as mine. Ooh, it's a bag. Release the bag. Hey! Mushroom. And butter. Must have been a culinary bag.
Trail me.
Stuff. 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 Ooh. Large person scroll. That's actually going to be really useful for Woljif. Copy. Granted, he's not going to be using the large person himself because he's a dexterity-based fighter, but Woljif's going to be like our buffer, so having a bunch of buffs would be good. A stocky knight with a head and messy black hair stands before you. His armor is spattered with blood. He greets you with a deep, booming voice.
Ah, Crusaders! Excellent. I am Captain
Caleb Sazamora, and these are my men. I'm about to burn these vile backstabbers and heretics here. These pathetic imitators are traitor Arilu who tricked their way into the ranks of the Crusaders. Strange feeling rises when you experience things you don't know what you're about to do, but it certainly feels right. Let's look at the Crusaders. Chella's talking to Lolly, casting sign log. Look at you. You've seen this similar quirk before in Liars. You notice that the emblems in the armor of the two Silent Crusaders are the Order of the Flaming Lance, but Chubb's armor bears the sigil of the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Strange, then, that he introduced himself as their captain. Something is not right here. Chaotic. Requires tricks to make back. Give him a strange instinct. Idiots! Stop! Heed my command in the name of Baphomet! The words fly out of your mouth before you can even think them. Some gut instinct told you that this was precisely what needs to be said in the moment, and the words hit their target. The Crusaders jump in surprise and look at each other in terror. I probably won't hang out much longer because, you know, wish you luck in the stream though. Woljif glares menacing at Chuv. Didn't you know, mortal? We're everywhere. Sorry! Couldn't have known! We'll fix it right away, ma'am. Report! Who are you? Chelipsa, formerly of the Order of Everbite Crusader Deserter. These two are my mates playing cards. Local fences for stolen goods. Reliable men. We set an ambush. Caught 4 Crusaders. We wish to join the ranks of the triumphant army of the Whirlwood. Good lads, brave fighters. We could use more like you in the cult's ranks, and a victory would be assured. Thank you, I do my best! I must admit, the rationality of this individual should be questioned and subjugated through study for the purpose of establishing the existence of said rationality. What? We don't accept just anyone into Baphomet's army. There's only one spot, and there's 3 of you. Get to it! Chalip seems quick at taking associates. Did I do well, ma'am? Chalip has a crusader's name. Are you a crusader? I hereby give you a name worthy of a demon. Falstaff. Thank you, ma'am. Stop. Also, stop wasting valuable fuel. If you like burning books, go raid the Great Garrison Library. I know enemies might try to sneak in there. Step to it. There'll be plenty more where that came from, ma'am. I'll do everything you ordered. Just as soon as those Crusaders arrive, they'll be dead meat. I'll make sure that we'll get make it another 2 barrels of alchemist fire for the Grey Garrison storerooms. Things are about to burn right up in there.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Let's free these boys. Alright. Praise Iomade! We're saved! We came just in time. A blind elf stands before you. It looks extremely strange. His face wears its ears heavily, which is unusual for members of race. Thin gray hair, ragged beard, sightless milky eyes, pale papery skin covers his aged spots, a spine curved by the passage of time. This is not how elves typically age. The youth that graces the faces of elves, even on their deathbed, has totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. A bearded elf! How very intriguing. If you please, I would like to pluck out a hair from that phenomenon manifesting on your chin. It's the interest of science, of course. The old elf holds out his hand in the direction, a perennial gesture of the blind, greeting you with an unexpectedly strong, calm voice. Hello. I am Storyteller, and I wish to thank you, my rescuer. That is you, if I am not mistaken. Storyteller? That's the first I've ever heard a venerable old-timer like that having a street name. Sometimes a person can lose their name. My mama and papa are gone, friends are gone, and there's nobody to ask what it was. So said their name. A person can pick out any good word. Everybody has to have a name. Or do they? I don't know. Who are you? I prefer people to call me Storyteller. I am accurately described the sphere of my occupation and interests. In most of the places I have been known by that name.
When I was little, my mother and father used to tell me stories. But I have no one to tell me stories now. Sometimes my grandma does in dreams, but I always forget them in the morning. Can you tell me a story?
For you, I may have a story to tell. But perhaps it is you who has a story for me.
I want to talk to you about something.
In thanks for my rescue, I, of course, will render you my service in turn, whatever it may be. However, at this moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. My recent adventures have fatigued me greatly. I would be grateful if you could help me return to safe shelter of some kind.
Typical! You do someone good in turn and saying thank you, they ask for more help. Go easy on the old elf. He's had the rough of it.
Yeah, because we've had it so easy.
Can't not help him. If it was up to me, Grandfather Elf, I'd throw you over my shoulder and carry you out of here. This is no place for old folks. Taking you to the Defender's Heart.
Please wait. I am not the only one thankful for you. That young crusader over there, they're eager to give you regards. Is you too shy to approach you? I can tell from his quickened breathing. Take pity on the lad and accept his thanks.
Allow me to introduce myself. Brother Kyle, I'm at your service. Thank you for helping me. We thought we were doomed to perish. There's death everywhere here. Sometimes I think we're all doomed, but then death has passed us by, and we're still alive.
You're an elf. You should have lived hundreds of years and never even worry about dying. Little elf girls shouldn't even know such words.
When children are thrown in the middle of war, they learn many sad things. This is why we have to win. So many other boys and girls don't have to learn what we did.
Who are you?
We're Crusaders of the Orders of the Flaming Lance. Our order dedicates to self-pursuit of hidden knowledge and magical methods to fight demons. We're searching for our leader, Sister Myanmar, the Scholar. She's spent the last few weeks here working day and night on some important research. When the demons attacked the city, we rushed to find her. It seems she left the city shortly before the attack began. Myanmar. I don't recall that name, which means her scholarly contributions cannot be that significant. And your actions do intrigue me. If the opportunity arises, I'd like to find out what experiments she carried. Go to the Defender's Heart. We're gathering defenders over there. The city will still fight? Wow, that's incredible news. We'll go to our sanctuary guarded up by the Order of Brothers and Sisters, and we'll bring them to the Defender's Heart. Let's go to the Defender's Heart.
Please accept my sincere thanks once again. And if I may, please don't rush. I will struggle to keep up with your young legs.
Yes, I would like to go to the Defender's Heart right now. I am over encumbered. Oh. Griffin statue.
Griffin? The Griffins flew this library for a decade, but only now did it take flight. Why? I do not know, but I'm glad his ancient slumber came to an end.
Alright. That seems like as good as any place to leave off. This time, we are going to remember to save. And then we're gonna sell our junk. Ooh. Alright. Save again. And that's gonna be it. Right, that's Anton Blast. There we go. Thanks everyone who did show up. Got
kind of sorry for starting the stream a little bit later than usual today, but thank you all for everyone who showed up. I had a fun time. Chapter 1 is a lot more fun than I remember, so anyway, I guess we're going to be raiding Lyra right now. Is Lyra starting? We can find out. Lyra, hey, Lyra. Lyra. Hey, books, Lyra. Yeah, rated, nerd. Alright. Thank you all for coming. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I'm off to go get dinner.